This is the sister.
Yeah, I'm the baby sister.
You're the
There's
baby
three of us.
sister.
Yeah,
Is it Denaya? How do you say her name? Is it Denaya?
Denaya.
Denaya?
Mm-hmm.
And she's 29?
Yes,
How old are you?
29. We're like 3 weeks apart.
Different daddies, different mamas? What?
The same dad, different moms.
Oh, different moms. Okay. Same dad, different moms. Did y'all grow up around each other at all? Grow up together?
Um, well, we didn't know my dad had other kids. So we all just found out about each other around 2018, 19. And my older sister found all of us, and we found out that it was 6 siblings in total. Now, we never knew my dad ever had other kids. Like me, I thought I was the only child till I was 21.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. You thought you were the only child. You didn't know. Okay. Folks, if you're watching this on Instagram or some of the other platforms, come over to my YouTube channel so that you can see her face and you can hear this interview. I'm going to ask her some questions and we're going to straighten some things out about this situation that happened with her sister. Uh, right now, it's all just alleged in this charge. She's been charged with taking the life of her son. I can come watch it over here on my YouTube channel. Just search for my name on YouTube or click the link in my bio. Either way. All right. Okay, I did that because I don't want to have to manage it. Is this your sister, Kia? Is that her?
Yeah.
And how old are you, Kia?
30.
You're 30. Okay. Uh, I'm trying to figure out, and I'm sure everybody wants to know, what caused all this? Because this is what I read. This is what I have. Is that your sister, Denaya, right? I said her name right?
Hmm.
She wasn't even the legal guardian. There's an aunt from the news. This is what the news said. There's an aunt that's the legal guardian, and Denaya was supposed to send the child back. Try to be as quiet as you can, just because I'm hearing tapping or something. But Denaya, she was supposed to send the child, her son, back to the aunt. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not the legal guardian. Is that true?
Yeah, she's only not the legal guardian because she got pregnant at 14. And once she got pregnant at 14, she was taken from her mom and put in the system. And they gave the baby to her aunt.
Where's the biological father at?
He's around. He is in the boy's in my nephew's life. We was just talking to him recently, and he's crushed by it. He's crushed by it. But he never thought, she would do something crazy like this.
Okay, he's crushed by it. Was he involved at all?
No, no. My sister has she has a different boyfriend. She's not with Jameer's dad.
Okay, so he
So
was never. So this other guy that I saw, Khalid, what's his name?
Khalil, Khalil.
Khalil. He has children with Denaya.
Yeah. Her oldest is not his son. The other three kids, the 6-year-old, 4, and the 5-month baby, is Khalil's.
Okay. All right. And how old is he?
Khalil,
Yeah.
I believe Khalil is 20, 29, 28.
Okay. He's around the same age as her. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
Khalil, hold on. Let me try to bring her back up and see. Folks, for those of you who don't know, this is the interview of the two sisters of the story I did the other night, Denaya Young, who took the life of her oldest son over him not doing his chores. Was that really the reason why, from what y'all have gathered?
Um, so
Let's be real.
me and my sister been doing our own investigation because all this that we're hearing, it don't seem right. Like since we found out, we didn't heard 3 different stories. One from the public, one from my sister, and one from Khalil. All their stories like don't add up. It's not the same story. So I don't know if that's the real reason why she did it, but I know for a fact that she didn't do it by herself. Like, she couldn't have beat him for 3 hours by herself. An hour,
That's a lot of
huh?
that's a lot of stamina.
Yeah. And we know our sister, she don't have that much stamina. So
Is she thin? How much does she weigh about? How much does she weigh?
We're all about the same weight.
yeah. So like 185.
How tall is she?
5'7".
So you think that he was probably part of it? Because he was the only one there besides the other children, according to the news.
Yeah. And since we've been gathering like all the information, talking to him, I didn't call him in a few lies. Like,
What kind of lies?
the video that they got surfing of like recording the house in the scene with the police all outside, it was a window broke. And when we talked to Khalil, he said that he broke the window to get back in the house to get some stuff after the police left. But we all see clearly that that window was already broke.
And the circle's like this big, and the door is across the way.
The
Yeah.
window was already broke. Wait, hold on. You're saying the window was broke like in the past?
I think the window broke during the altercation because my sister just moved in that apartment 2 months ago. But
And what did
Khalil,
he say about the window?
he said that after they gathered the evidence and they left, he said he went back to the house to go back in the house to get some stuff, and he broke the window to unlock the door. But when the police and everybody was there, the window was already broke.
Hmm.
And if you had to get in the house through the window, why you ain't break the whole window?
Yeah, it was
How
like,
did you
like a
get to
little
the
like
door?
it
That
looked
hole.
all
The
went
door's
or something like the hole was small.
so
Okay.
that just don't.
How long
That
your
window
sister
was
been? How
real
long your
wide.
sister living with him? Because they got 3 kids together. And the oldest is
Oh,
6, right?
they've been
Mhm.
together for maybe 6 to 7 years now.
What makes you think that he would have something to do with it? Because I mean, it's been all these years. He's never harmed his own children.
That's that's what we're
Because
trying
y'all
to
don't think
figure out.
y'all sister was capable of doing this alone. Okay, so why would you think that he's capable of it?
It's so many stories that we have in our head. Like, we don't know if she whooped him over chores. We don't know if my sister and her boyfriend were fighting and he tried to jump in and stop it. But it still don't add up to why he have all these marks on his body. So it's just,
Wait a minute, he has a lot of marks on his body.
yeah, our nephew, yeah.
No, I'm
The
talking. Oh,
baby.
I thought you was talking about Khalil. Okay.
Oh, no, 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 no.
And what makes me feel like he's like, I don't know, it's pissing me off because you're a man and you're watching this little boy get his ass. Why didn't you help him? Like,
That's what we've been trying to figure out. I've
are
been
you
asking that
are you
question for a
scared?
long time. What kind of a
Are you
man
scared?
was this man that your sister was involved with if that's what his character was? Was he hold on. Let's really get into the deep dive. Was he working or is he working? No.
I don't think he was working.
Okay, he's not working. He don't even work. How do they make income? Does she get child
She
support
gets
from the
like
oldest? Does she get child support from the oldest? Because I don't think she
she don't
can
get
because she's
child
not the
support
legal
at all.
guardian, right?
Yeah, no, she can't.
She
No,
don't
she's
get
not getting
child
child
support
Okay,
support.
at all.
she was getting no child support. Okay, so how's she getting money? What does she do? What was she doing?
No, it's more like a state assistance. If you stay in a shelter, you can get help through like state assistance and stuff
Okay,
like
she
that
was
because she has
getting
3 kids
government
at home.
subsidy for rent
Yeah,
and probably food stamps.
yeah.
All right. You sure don't look it from the pictures that I saw of her. She looked like she was doing okay. Y'all sure do know how to hide it well.
Hey, don't say y'all. Don't say y'all.
Please don't, because this got us wrapped up in a lot of shit. I can't sleep at night because of all this everybody's talking about.
Well, now it's time to get it off your chest, right? Now it's time to put, because here's the thing. Here's the truth of the matter is we're never going to know exactly what happened because there was another party that was involved that's no longer here.
Mm-hmm.
We're never going to know. So the best we can know is from the family, from us putting everything together, from y'all statements about her. Hold on a second, though, because I got some questions. It was reported that, or she said, I want to know what y'all know about this. She said to the police that she had put her hands on him recently before all this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like bad. Because I read it the other night.
It's shocking to us because ever since we found out we were sisters, we call each other every day. We FaceTime every
How
day.
long ago did you find that out, though?
What, that we were sisters?
Yeah.
We found out we were sisters like a week before she
Yeah.
did this.
What?
We already knew
You
we
didn't see
were
the show?
sisters, but we went on a show and they did our DNA test just to like let us know, like, okay, you guys are real sisters with our dad. But we already knew we were sisters. We all look alike.
And even y'all two, remind me, y'all two have different moms also, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all have different moms.
Dang, your dad, how many kids do your dad have?
He got 7, but the oldest one passed away.
So he has 6 living, but he has 7.
How many girls?
Just us 3.
Just us 3. We're just missing Denaya.
What if she gets the death penalty for this?
I mean,
I don't think the state has a death penalty, but I think
you might be right.
I'm scared for her to go to prison because they don't take that lightly when you abuse or hurt women or children. And if she's screaming she's innocent, like, how? Please explain how. Like, I need to see how.
We didn't even know she was put in jail for like, I want to say like 3 days before we actually found out.
Yeah, it was
And
3 or 4 days because we're looking for her for like a week.
yeah, she disappeared and we didn't
Wait,
know.
wait. So y'all didn't know what had happened, any of this stuff. Y'all didn't know any of this when it happened, like the day of, the next day?
No.
Did y'all find out from the news? How did y'all find out?
Somebody
I got a
hit my
call at
sister.
like
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning. We were already looking for her because Destiny's daughter, her birthday was coming up. So like I was trying to call her to do a group FaceTime to say happy birthday to my niece. And Danae's not answering like for days. And I'm asking Destiny, have you talked to your sister? Have you talked to her? I don't know where she's at. Like, this is not like her. And like, as like days go on, I think until like February 2nd or February 3rd, that's when we found out. Maybe it was February 4th, but I know we found out.
How did y'all find out? How did y'all find out?
Opening social media and seeing my face, but that's not my face.
What do you mean?
It's like, I open social media and I see my sister's face surfacing everywhere, but we look alike. So I'm like scared because why is somebody posting my picture, but it's not my picture when I realize it's not me? And I'm reading it like, first I got a phone call before I even opened Facebook. Like, but when I open Facebook and I open everything, all social platforms, it's the first thing right there as soon as you open it. But I got a call at like 7 a.m. before I was on the way to work, and I called Destiny. I hung up on the person that called me and told me to open Facebook. I open Facebook, I see it, I hang up on him and call Destiny. Like, I found her. Do you want to know where she's at? She's in fucking jail.
So you found out through social media. You found out through social media. You found out through social media.
I
Both of
got a
y'all.
phone call before I got a
Who
phone call
called you though? Who
while I
was the
was
phone call
sleeping.
from? Who was the phone call
My
from?
cousin. My cousin came over to my house and we all got into an altercation with my sister, which is how he knows her. So when he seen that, he tagged me in and said, is this who I think it is? And I didn't respond for like 10 minutes. And he started blowing my phone up. And I'm like, why you keep calling me? I'm getting ready. I'm trying to get ready for work. I'm half asleep. Like, just woke up. So I answered the phone. He was like yelling at me, like, look at your fucking phone. I'm like, okay. So I look at it, and that's when I seen it all over everywhere, every social platform. I hung up on him and called Destiny.
Okay. What kind of mother? I want to know. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Actually, it was just heartbreaking ever since, because everybody is attacking her, and she's trying to tell me and Destiny like she didn't do this, but you confessed.
Wait, she's telling y'all. Wait, so y'all have talked to her since?
Yeah, I have talked to her.
And she's saying that she's saying to you that she's innocent.
She's calling Destiny.
When I talked to her, she cried for like 10 minutes. And then she was like, I didn't do this. Like, I have to get back home to my other kids. Like, I cannot be in here. Like, I did not do this. Like, I did not kill my son. Like, and then she told me that she was like, I have cameras in my house. Like, yeah, she was like, I have cameras in my house. Like, they need to look at my cameras to see what really happened.
So she said the neighbors told this whole narrative story that's all over the article.
I want to know what kind of mother y'all knew her to be. I mean, granted, y'all just really met her.
Well, we live together. I'm the one that has a restraining order on her.
Yeah.
Y'all live together?
Just we used to live together.
Yeah. How long did you live with her?
It was short every single time. It was no longer than 4 to 6 months both times.
How long did you know her?
I met her in 2016, and then we met in person in 2021.
Okay. So you lived with her for what would you say, a few years? 2021 is when you actually
Hell no. Every time we lived with her, I lived with her once, and she lived with me once. We lived together twice. The first time when she moved in with me, within 3 months, I kicked her out, and that's when the restraining order came. The second time was 2 years later.
Was this before she had kids?
With her moving back. No, she has kids.
This was after she had the kids. That's what you're saying. She must be getting a phone call or something because her phone is cutting out.
Okay, I see you guys. She had Jameer, and the 2 girls. She didn't have the baby. The baby only 5 months.
Was she with Khailil, the baby daddy? Was she with him?
Her and Khailil moved to Washington together.
No, I'm saying when you were living with her, were all y'all living together? He was living with you too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they left South Carolina and came to Washington.
Okay. Why did you need to put out a restraining order over your own sister? That's already telling me she's dangerous.
She's crazy.
Come on, talk to me. Man. Because Khailil, the baby daddy, said to the police that he didn't want to get involved because he didn't want to get jumped on. That's what he said.
And I feel him 100%, because I used to look at Khailil like, you okay, bro? You need some help? But
so she likes to fight. Your sister likes to fight.
Yes, and you're supposed to be my sister. I don't want to fight you because I'm gonna do you in, and I'm gonna embarrass you, and I'm gonna hurt you, and I don't want to do that. So I tried to be the bigger sister and just walk away. And when I went to work that day, I didn't feel like going home, so I went to my mom's house, stayed the night over there. I go back to work because my mom lives 5 minutes from my job at the time, And when I decide to go home the next day, because I'm off that weekend, I think I'm just too tired. I'm trying to put my key in, my key not working. Did you really just change my lock? So I'm beating on the door because I can hear the TV. And she comes to the door, doesn't open it, but she's talking to me through the door, talking about some, why are you at my house? And this is, I'm glad that you asked this, because this is what I was saying on Karamo before she came out and everybody wanted to bash me and tell me that I'm crazy and I'm delusional. You guys didn't see that part because it got cut out. This girl destroyed my house, changed my locks, and threw my shit outside after me not coming home because I didn't give her attention. She has an issue with attention and controlling things. Then the second time I moved out, or I had to put a restraining order on her because she changed my locks and that pissed me off. So I called the police, got her removed, and that's how she was able to get her second house from staying in the shelter after I kicked her out. She went to the shelter, they gave her help, she got her house. Anyways, the second time we lived together, I moved in with her because I had left. I went to Spokane for a few years. I moved back to Seattle. She's in Seattle right by my job. So she tells me I can move in with her. But because I'm not giving her as much attention and she can't control me, she kept my shit and locked me out again. That's when I drew the line. Ain't talked to her since. But the third time
hold on a second. So the aunt knew that she was like this. Why did she send the son down there then? See his mama.
The aunt did not know she was like this. The aunt knew she had her baby young, so the aunt stepped in to help out. Never took signed custody over anything like that. The aunt just was the guardian of the boy until he wanted to go home.
Did the aunt know that she was like this, had a temper, crazy, anything?
No, she was just a young teen that had a baby, and the aunt held the baby until she could get on her feet. When she could show that she was on her feet, the boy wanted to go to see his mom. So she sent him out there during the summer, and then she didn't send him back. She wanted to keep him.
For those of you who are unaware, hold on one second. For those of you who are unaware what's going on right now, this stream, I'm interviewing the sisters of Denaya Young, who is the Seattle woman who has been charged with taking the life of her oldest son by striking him many times, causing over 1,000 injuries. Over 1,000 injuries. And the boy, that's how he passed. 14-year-old boy. Unfortunately, this is a tragedy. This is in no wise a joke. I'm not making fun of anybody in this situation. The woman that you see in the middle, her name is Destiny. She's the woman who reached out to me on social media and said that she wanted to clear up some things and, have and I told her, I said, we can have this conversation. It's being streamed live right now on my YouTube channel. I'm talking to them live. This is a tragedy, no matter how you spin it. I mean, the lives of so many are affected. Not only y'all. Obviously, her oldest son is gone. Mm-hmm. Then you have the other children that are going to be affected. Her other children for the rest of their lives. I don't even think the baby daddy cares. I don't even think he's going to be affected by that. Thank you, Lady Shan. She said, great show, Guru. Thank you. Appreciate you. I don't even know if he's going to be affected because he was fine all this other time. And it sounds like he was afraid of her himself. And he was fine laying up with her. He was fine making babies with her. Mm-hmm. And the way that he was speaking to police about, hey, it's none of my business. I don't have like, what? Yeah, he doesn't even sound like he has all of his sense.
How he is scared. Like, oh, I didn't do nothing because that's not my son. Like, that don't mean anything. Now, what if it was the other way around and that was one of your daughters? Would you have stopped it?
I talked about that when I covered this entire story. I talked about how the fact that this is what happens in the community a lot of times with our women, especially. You get with dudes that don't care about your children that you've had with somebody else. They don't. They don't care about your children. They just there because basically they need a place to stay. You a warm body or whatever. It's some reason that they're there besides they love you and your children so much. That's not the reason. And no, this dude right here, non-working man, but making babies with your sister. You ain't got shit going for himself. I could tell when I saw the picture. I saw the picture of him and her because something about they were both arrested for throwing some water on a doctor.
Yeah, she had went to the hospital. I don't know if she knew, like, I don't know if she was trying to go to the doctor and figure out what was wrong with her, like, mentally, like, not her just being sick. Like, I guess she came to a conclusion, like, okay, something wrong with me, like, I'm crazy, like, and the doctor came in there and told her her test results, like, nothing is wrong with you, you're perfectly fine, nothing is wrong with you. And that's when she got mad, and her and Khalil jumped on the doctor.
He was mad over what though?
Still don't know to this day because
Hold
that's a
on a
skeleton
second.
that came out when her article.
I lost your microphone, Destiny. Say something. I don't know what I did. I lost your microphone. Hold on. Okay, say something.
Hello?
Okay, there we go. You know, I'm sorry, Kia, say it again. You still don't know because of what? Y'all don't know why she did this?
No, no one still knows any
The
answer
only
to
thing,
anything. Her skeletons came out when this article came out. More skeletons just kept coming out.
Y'all didn't know about this arrest?
no.
Hmm.
No, we should know nothing. We didn't know nothing about this.
No.
Hmm.
Half of the stuff that's coming out, like what she did in the past, is shocking to us because we didn't know none of this.
We had to go have a conversation with our other brother, which is her brother on her maternal side. We had to have a conversation with him for like, I don't know, it was like 8 hours of him just telling us how he grew up with her, and I was just like stuck.
What'd he say?
Like,
She was physical with him too. He said he was getting beat on until he was old enough to defend himself.
he used to go to school and people used to be like, damn, they jumped you again. The whole time he at home getting his ass whooped by his sister.
Justin, they didn't charge him with anything as of now. The baby daddy is not charged with anything. No.
No, yeah,
No.
not right now.
But these two, if you guys were not here earlier, they believe that he's involved because they don't believe that their sister could have done this. But hold on a second. Y'all are saying y'all don't believe she could have did this, but I mean,
no, I didn't say she couldn't have did it. I said she couldn't have
alone
did it by herself.
Okay, alone by herself, right? But I was gonna say that she could have did this by herself. But I'm saying, however, we got Kia over here, your sister, saying she had to get a restraining order against her. We got hold on a second. Wait. Because I got to because some people didn't hear it all. You had to get a restraining order against her. And then the baby daddy who she was with up until she got locked up recently, he was afraid of her, sounds like.
Yeah.
He didn't want to mess with her. He didn't want to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
So how could y'all think that she's not capable of doing all of this by herself?
It's just, I don't know.
Because she didn't implicate him. She has not implicated him.
Why say she couldn't did it by herself? Because it's just confusing. The articles say You beat him for an hour. Nobody heard my nephew screaming.
No, it said
Nobody heard the
some
kids
of them
screaming.
say 3 hours.
3 hours, even 3 hours. Nobody, the neighbors didn't hear him scream because I'm pretty sure
The
he was
neighbors could
screaming
have called
loud.
the police within that 3 hours.
Nobody called the police and said, "Oh, I hear a kid keep screaming. Something must be wrong. He must be in danger." No, nothing. The neighbors
Yes,
said
Lady
they didn't
Shan,
hear no
and she
screaming.
did beat up the brother too. Yes, so she was just beating up everybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's only a few people she didn't beat up in her family. It's more. Like stories we got,
There's more people she beat up.
man.
It was
It's a lot.
I don't know about that, but I know she tried to kill her whole family as a kid.
Yeah. Now we just all found this
She
out.
tried to take all the family.
Yeah, on her
Like you're
mom's
talking
side.
about her own father, her mother.
No, just her
Like
mom's side.
I'm talking about filled the ice tray up with bleach, and when it froze, she asking everybody in the house, "You want a cold drink? You not thirsty? You want something to drink? I can get you something to drink."
How old was she when she did that?
Between 7 and 10, but that's when she first caught her first charge and went to jail because the grandma was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck you keep asking this question for?"
Yeah,
Went to
and
the
they called the
fridge,
police on her.
opened the freezer, called the police when she smelled that bleach.
She's been a nuisance to society, a menace to society. Sounds like since she maybe was born.
I feel like she just had daddy issues and was just lost.
And it's crazy because she hit it so good. Like we would have never thought
Oh yeah,
no
she
shit
put
like
on a
this.
good
Like she hit it very good. Like
What do you mean she hit it
good.
so good?
her
She act
crazy.
like
I
she's
mean,
the
Kia
the
seen her
best
crazy
mother.
side because she lived with her. I never seen her crazy side. I didn't know she was crazy, delusional like this. Like when she called my phone and told me that she didn't do this, she didn't kill her son. They need to look at the cameras because she's not supposed to be in here. And when she told me that, I'm just like, it got me lost. Because what you mean you didn't do it? You confessed to the police and told them it was all you. You did it. You went too far. You don't know how many times you hit him. So at this point,
Somebody
she don't
said
even
she
need to
sounds
be.
like the female Michael Myers. Hmm.
At this point,
Mm,
I feel like she don't need to be in the jailhouse. She need to be in a
she
mental
needs to be in an
hospital.
asylum.
Her brain is not there for you to do this to your kid and not remember what you did. Something's mentally wrong in your head.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is crazy. Like it's like you beat him, blacked out, and then came to your senses when you was in jail, and now you wondering why I'm in jail. What I do? I didn't kill my son. What are you talking about? Like it was confusing when she told me that. Like
But she's saying it like she's dead ass innocent, so it got us
yeah,
like confused.
like
Like, let me try this video to see if you're telling the truth because I don't know if you're telling the truth. I don't fucking know what happened.
Folks, I need everybody that's watching right now to get my likes up, get the like count up if you are enjoying this content. This is exclusive content that I'm bringing y'all. And I hope that you guys are enjoying not only the show, but there's so much we're gathering, right? We're not only gathering details, we're also, this is part of helping to change. You say, Guru, what about changing the community? What about, this is part of what we need to do to make change. Because when you don't have real discussions about stuff like this, then nothing ever changes.
mm-hmm.
Then our young men
Yeah,
don't know how to vet women more properly and don't just stick their dingling in something, no matter how desperate they are. Making more babies with somebody like, just think about this man. He knows how she is, and he made 3 babies with her.
My thing is talking to Danae's brother on her mom's side. She's the type of person that you tell her no, and she black out and flip. Anybody tell her no, like what she want or what she need, you tell her no, and she black out and flip.
You tell her you didn't do something and she think you did it and she feel like you did it, you did it. Like,
Has she ever been arrested before?
yeah. When she did that bleach shit to her family, her grandma called the police immediately.
Okay, so she actually got arrested and went to jail. She was a minor though. I mean, as an adult, I know she did. I know she threw the water on a doctor.
Yeah,
But has she been arrested for any like serious violent crime, anything like that y'all know of?
Just DVs and assaults.
She actually does have a record.
She's had a record. The bleach incident. She's been in and out of jail. She's not scared.
Yeah, but that she was a minor though, so it's different. See, you know, you have to understand how law enforcement. You have to understand how law enforcement works, though. I mean, she has a lot of that stuff gets expunged from your record when you become an adult. So a lot of people wouldn't know. Those records will be sealed. So that's why I was wondering what has she done since she's been an adult?
Since an adult, she's been in and out for DVs more than anything. DVs and assault.
DV and assault. Who has the other children right now?
They're in foster care.
They're not in nobody's care right now.
The other 3 children are foster care? Thank you, Lady Shan. I appreciate you for the super chat. She said this is gross negligence across the board. Do y'all think that the best place for those children right now is to be in foster care?
Not at all. Not even for the 5-month baby. No. Like,
well, who should have them? Obviously, the daddy shouldn't have them.
No, not at all. If you didn't protect the
kid
that was in your what do they call that? If you couldn't protect the kid that's not yours, but he's in your house, you're responsible for that kid, and you couldn't even protect him.
Right.
So what makes you think he's gonna be able to protect his daughters and the baby? Like, you shown
normally
that
they
already.
ask family to get the kids. I was ready to go get the kids, but
we all live in different states. If I lived out there, I would have got my nieces and my nephew.
Immediately. They didn't call no family. They put them in foster care immediately. Like, they didn't give no family no choice, no option, no nothing, no say so, no nothing.
What's the story with, I don't know how much y'all know of the previous incident. That's what I was trying to figure out, where she confessed. Did y'all know anything about that? She said that she had used a HDMI cord on him and put her hands around his neck and did other stuff like this. This is from the news. They said that she confessed to doing that also. In recent, so she's had him since like November, something like that.
She had him since August.
Since August. Okay, so since she's had him, she said she did something else like that to him prior to this.
Yeah.
Do y'all know about that? Did y'all know about that?
We read it in the article.
No. That's why I said every time we talked to each other on the phone and Jameer was around, we talked to him on the phone. It was no signs, no cry.
He never told y'all anything at all? Like, mama's abusing me?
She never left the kids alone to talk to us. It was always, she was holding the phone. She was like, say hi to your aunties. We would talk to them for a little bit while she's holding the phone. She was always in the room, and then she would leave and go back in her room and talk to us. But the kids were always together. Jameer was always holding the baby, the 5-month-old, and the girls were right there next to him on the couch.
How old is the baby? 18 months?
5.
Oh, 5 months. 5-month-old boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's scary because he's still on breast milk.
Yeah.
What's scary is that I hope that these children don't get her genes completely and start doing the shit she did. Because you got 2 daughters that are about to be old enough to when she was doing stuff with bleach and trying to take out her family.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, treating them like that, they probably would have started doing it to her.
Y'all have never seen any, because so here's what it gives to me. There has to be some type of signs of maltreatment, abuse. Y'all never seen the kids don't look like they getting fed. They look terrible. The hair not combed. Y'all never seen nothing like that.
Every time we
Really?
talked to the kids, they were smiling, happy, ready to talk to us. That's why I said it was no sign. If we would have seen a sign,
So y'all just thought she was crazy. That was it. Y'all just said, "Oh, she's a little crazy." That's it.
It's the way she'll talk to you when she gets mad. Like she'll assume shit and believe shit and think shit and believe what she thinks. What you say don't matter to her. So that's where I think that she has some issues at. Like she be thinking the most craziest things, and I don't know if she was born that way or what, but not everybody's out to get you. I'm supposed to be your sister. Like
She's never been diagnosed with anything that y'all know of. Has she
no,
ever seen a mental health doctor that y'all know of?
no, and that's what we was trying to find out too. That's what we've been trying to look up too. Like
we've been digging into her past. We've been talking to people that is from her hometown. Like we've been just trying to figure out we've just been trying to put clues together to figure out, like, are we missing something? Is she really crazy? Like, is this an ongoing thing, a recurring thing? Like
at this point, I think something's just really wrong in her head. Like she believed her own lies, basically. Like you believe your own lies. Like for her to sit on that phone and tell me that she didn't do this to her son, but you told the police that you did it. It's like I don't understand. Like something's really wrong with you. Like, and this is crazy because all the times we talk, we never seen it. Like I never seen it. Her and Kia has got into it when they lived together, but on the show, that was my first time meeting her in person. I've never seen her in person. It was just been phone calls. So I
On
have
what
never seen
show?
her. I have never seen her act out, spaz out. She has never flipped on me or anything. So it was confusing for me. Like every time I see you, love your kids. You tell me how much you love your kids. Everything. And then
On
this
what
happened.
show? You said on the show. What show you talking about?
The Karamo show.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, we had one on that show January 16th.
and then it aired the day 2 days before Denaya's article was everywhere. So everybody was taking that show and sharing it, talking about this is the girl that just killed her son, and that's how everybody knows who we are.
Okay.
But we
Does
went
she
on
look
there to
like
get our
this right
DNA
here?
test.
Can y'all see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Does she
Yes.
look like this?
Mm-hmm. She has that same hairstyle, just with blonde.
Mm-hmm.
How'd she get all these tattoos all over her body? 'Cause it looked like she got tattoos everywhere from the pictures I saw.
She's been getting tattoos since she had her first baby.
Y'all see, because I talk about this a lot on my programs with the fact that when women get a lot of tattoos like this, usually it's a sign, and you can talk to therapists and tons of piercings, tons of tattoos. It's a sign of pain. Y'all are trying to feel something. Y'all are trying to, it's something going on mentally in your head. Y'all never thought nothing like that? Like, girl, you got a whole, just like tattooed up everywhere.
I got more tattoos than her.
You got
Yeah,
more than her.
I got more
I
than
got
her
more than
too.
her.
Y'all might need to go get checked too. My
No,
God.
all my tattoos mean something. Like love.
All of them mean something too.
Yeah.
Folks, I want you to go look. You see this picture right here, especially to the men. You cannot judge a book by its cover completely. Now, there are some things that you can look at and say, oh, yeah, now this woman looks crazy. She probably is. But you can take this picture right here. You be like, oh, she don't look crazy. You think she looks crazy, Lady Shan? Maybe.
Don't judge no book by their cover. Not judging no
You
one.
can I say it like this. I say that you can't completely judge a book by its cover, because you can have some people that can look one way and be totally different. But to me, she don't look crazy to me, right? Not in this picture. She don't look crazy to me. You see, and some of y'all brothers see girls that look like this or whatever on a dating profile, dating apps or whatever, and you think that this, oh yeah, I'm gonna, no, absolutely not. This is why I teach. Y'all have to do a whole lot of investigation. You got to figure out what kind of records she have. You got to look into the family, figure out what kind of history she had. Now these days, you got to look at the arrest record of these women.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if you found out her arrest record. What?
You got to check them whole facts before you take that date.
Well, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully, I mean, you can look at the arrest rate. If you just looked at her record, she's been arrested this many times for this. Y'all telling me she's already been for DV this, DV that. Whole bunch of DV charges.
She's just MIA, and then she pops up that night talking about, I just got out of jail. Like, you just
that was with the doctor incident.
No, she got to Washington and was in and out of jail when she got to Washington too. Like,
we're all DV.
Yeah.
Fighting with Khailil, baby daddy.
She never went to jail with Khailil. Her and Khailil stopped talking, like right before they tried to mend their relationship.
Who was she going to jail over then? Who was she getting charges with?
Like you said, when you see them girls on them data sites, get the facts. Get just the background check.
People she going on dates with just spaz out.
So she was she was off and on with Khailil.
Well, only when she got to Washington. She felt like she wanted to go explore the world, and he wanted to too. So they separated, and they were dating other people.
And she was dating other people. She was on dating apps. Wow.
And when she realized this is not for me, they got back together, and that's how they got their little son now. They got back together and mended their relationship, had their little baby. Jameer came down because they were all together having a great time. Everything's going good for them. And then you unalive my nephew. For what?
Yeah, I can't see it's over some chores.
What was the reason?
That just don't get in my head. Like, you beat him over chores.
Like, no, for the people that are coming in right now asking me if we're talking about Kodak, no, I talked about the Kodak situation earlier. You have to go back and watch the live stream. This is a 2-part stream. I decided to do this interview. I was supposed to do this yesterday, but I guess Destiny had to work. Destiny's in the middle. She had to work, and her sister is Kia on the far right. So I couldn't do this yesterday because I was going to do a part 2 to the first stream I did. So what I'm going to do is, because I think this is very important, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this its own video so that people can have, they want to ever rewatch this, they can have a better idea from the family themselves, you know, some insight on what happened. This is wild, folks. The fact that she's 29 years old and life is gone now.
And in her
she'll never see the outside world probably ever again.
And as you say that, in her mind right now, she thinks she's gonna get out. Like, she has that set in her mind that once they finish doing the evidence and everything, they find out everything, that she's gonna get out.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks that she's gonna get out of prison.
Yes.
So who she think is gonna pay? Does she think her son is still living too?
No.
She knows he's dead because she started panicking when she realized he was not breathing no more.
Yeah, and she waited 5 minutes for the police. Like, if y'all all...
She waited how long?
If y'all all put a timer on your phone and let 5 minutes go by, that's a long time
That's a long time.
for you to just sit there and watch your son. He not breathing, he not moving.
Mm.
5 minutes is a long time.
What is the biological father saying about all this right now?
He's not in the picture. Wait, our dad or Jameer's dad?
Yeah, his dad, Jameer's dad.
He's devastated. He's broken. He's hurt. Like, he's just glad that his son is home to get laid to rest peacefully. But we still need justice, which is why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Was he involved at all with his son?
Yeah.
Yeah, his whole life he was an active dad. He was
He
just
was
visiting his
active.
mom.
He was active with Jameer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Denaya and Jameer's dad were both active. They just didn't live with him. He lived with the auntie, but he would go visit his dad when he wanted to, go visit his mom when
What
he wanted
state does his father live in?
to. South Carolina.
That's a long way. Where did the aunt live?
They're all from South Carolina. She came to Washington to come see me and come live with me. I'm from Washington.
But why did the aunt send him? That's what I'm still trying to figure out. Because school. Because hold on. Listen. This is what I'm saying. This doesn't make sense to me because school was starting. Why would you send him up there in August? School is starting.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
She sent him up there to live with his mama?
Acting up because
No, he was only supposed to go for like a visit for a little bit, and she was supposed to send him back, and she never sent him back.
Was he going to school?
She didn't send him back. She kept him home. Yes, she had him doing online school from Washington. She signed him up for school and had him doing school up in Washington in September. Because school starts in September up there.
Did the aunt ever go check or call or do anything to try to get the Jameer back?
No police report was made or anything.
Jameer recently was supposed to go home, and that's where I'm kind of confused at. Like, is this fight over him wanting to go home? Because he was supposed to go home recently. And
yes, it damn sure could have been. He could have been wanting to go back home, and she wasn't having it. And she's talking about over some. Do y'all really buy that it was over some chores? Come on now.
Hell no.
That's the reason why we're doing
it. It's confusing. Like, you can't beat him over no chores. Like, come on now, you can't.
The house is clean. You just moved in. What is so dirty that you had to beat him till he's dead for?
Wait, hold on a second. How long had they been living there?
Barely 2 months.
2 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got two probably lazy adults or a lazy man and 3 kids. I don't know.
She's very thorough. Ain't no way his room was even ever dirty by the end of the day.
When she first moved in that house, she FaceTime us every day, like how her house looked.
How many bedrooms was that apartment?
3.
3 bedroom, 3 bathroom. It was like 3 floors, fucking backyard, garage. It was cool. It was definitely a house.
Yeah, but I could say she couldn't have did it over no chores because her house was always.
So it was like a townhouse?
A 3-story.
Like a 3-story townhouse, kind of? Okay.
Yep. The kids had their own floor. Danaya's room was on the top floor. And then the garage and the main floor was on the first floor.
Man, she had a nice place to be. Wish I could get my shit for free. Like she was getting it.
Go to Washington, stay in a shelter for a few months, and they got you.
Nah, they ain't gonna get that to no man. I got one of my best friends lived in Washington. He had 2 boys that he was trying to get in because he was going through a hard time, and he couldn't get much of nothing.
Yeah, it takes about 4 to 6 months before you get any type of help. You got to really act like you struggle.
Or y'all just good at playing the system.
No, it really all depends on like how many kids you got, what's their ages. So that's why she got it so fast, like because she had little kids.
And she was really homeless. She really had nowhere to go. I kicked her ass the fuck out. So
You didn't feel bad about kicking her out with them kids?
She didn't feel bad about changing my locks and throwing my shit outside and fucking my house up. No, I did not.
Y'all sound like y'all got a little bit of sense. It's crazy how y'all got the same father but different mothers, and y'all sound like y'all got. Unless y'all do y'all snap when it's a full moon too, or I don't know. Do y'all got records and shit? Y'all got DV records like her?
I don't have no record. I've never been to jail.
Kia,
What?
what's your record? What?
Oh my god.
I know you look a little more hood than Destiny.
If I take this jacket off and you see all my tattoos, you'll think I was crazy. I look more
Yeah,
hood than her.
probably so. You covered up good.
Yeah.
Kia, what's your record? Go ahead.
I've only been to jail for 16 hours. That's it. That's all.
What's your record?
I don't have a record.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
What were you arrested
I
for?
don't have it was like a misdemeanor, miscellaneous mischief. I don't fucking know.
Were you
the word,
fighting?
but it was
Were you
something like that.
fighting? Were you fighting?
No, a group of people were fighting and I was there, and it was like a wrong place, wrong time situation. Everybody at the scene went to jail because nobody was saying anything. So I woke up actually in jail because I remember it was my birthday and I was going through a situation with my daughter, and my friends bought me this big ass gallon of liquor, and we got pretty fucked up. They ran into some people they don't like, and everybody at the scene went to jail. I was asleep in the car last time I remember, and then I woke up in the morning to these bright ass lights in jail, and I'm like, let me bail myself out. So after 16 hours go by of being in there and finally get on the phone, I called them people.
How long ago was that?
And it was like 2017.
And you the oldest sister? How old are you?
30. I'll be 31 in August.
Man, y'all dad was
But this
just
is when I was like,
he was
like
getting
23.
around. All y'all stair steps like that, months apart, and
He was a
Well,
DJ.
the
Every
oldest
state
is
he DJ'd in, he had a kid in.
Yep, the oldest is July 8, 1989. And then my oldest living is March 1990. The second boy is April 28th, 1992, same day as my daughter. And then the third is my brother, our oldest brother, our youngest brother, Aaron. He's April 1994. I'm August 1994. Denaya is October 1995, and she's November 1995.
Y'all, wow. Do y'all both have children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all both live in Seattle or the Washington area?
No, I live in California.
Okay, California.
I was raised in Washington. I'm in Texas.
You're in Texas now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused. She was living with you. How did she get from Texas to Washington?
She went from, I was in Washington. I just got to Texas.
Oh, you just got to Texas. Okay.
I was in Washington when she left South Carolina. She left South Carolina and came to Washington to come live with me.
Okay. All right. So you were in Washington. Okay. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
What's next for y'all? What's next for the family? What's next? Are y'all holding a funeral for him? What's going on?
No, he had to
He's
have
actually
yeah, we had to cremate him.
No funeral.
Closed or y'all can't even do closed casket?
He was unidentifiable, so they're cremating him.
Wow. That means that she was destroying his face.
He had 74 marks on his head and his face.
How many on his face?
74 marks.
74.
Marks on his face. Eyes swollen shut, y'all said?
Mm-hmm. Like they were like puffy shut, like puffy and
Y'all saw this?
no, we talked to her brother on her mom's side.
While he viewed him
Yeah, he
when
viewed the
he
body.
He did what?
he viewed the body when Jameer made it to South Carolina, and he was on the phone with us while viewing him, telling us what he looks like.
Oh, he went to view the body.
Mm-hmm.
He went to view the body when Jameer made it to South Carolina. He called us and let us know he made it home so he could have a good home going. But we asked what did he look like? Like, can you show us? And he was like, I'm gonna tell y'all what he looked like, and that's what he told us.
What's next for y'all then as a family? I'm just curious. What's next for y'all?
Right now we're just trying to wait till she have her next court date, which is on the 13th, to
There's a
find
court
out.
date on the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that in the news. Okay. Um, are y'all planning on going up there at all? Showing up for any of her court proceedings?
I need to I need to go to Washington, but I don't know right now.
Yeah, it's like a I don't know situation.
Y'all don't want to
Like
see
at
her. Y'all don't
first,
want to see her at all. Is that what y'all saying? That I'm trying to get
it's
understanding.
not,
Y'all saying
I want to see her because at the end
she
of the
might
day,
not
that's
even come
still
to
our
court. She
blood.
didn't come to
Like
her first court date.
we're still related to her at the end of the day, but it's just like we just I don't know. It's just confusing. Like, why would you do this to your kid? Like it's just I don't know. I don't know how any person could do this to their kid. Like I have a daughter and she just turned 1, and I love the heck out of my daughter. So I know a lot of parents out there feel that like, dang, how can you do that to your baby? Like your firstborn. Like so I just need to find out more about the case before I do decide that's something that I want to do and go see her.
this is wild. When I read this story, actually I came across it. A brother was talking about it, and he was filling me in. A brother that knows me, and he was like, "Ooh, did you know about this?" I said, "I had no idea." And then once I went and read up on it, he told me to go read this. That's when I decided to do a live stream about it. I decided to talk about it because I said this is something that definitely needs to be talked about, especially in the black community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Especially in the
and
black community.
I was surprised to see it across the world, like Europe, Spain, Africa, Mexico, in different languages. I'm like, you really did it. You really went out with a bang if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, do you know what this is to have over 1,000 injuries on your child? You know
Do
what
you know
that
how
means?
long that is?
That
That's
means she just blacked out and was just going in.
That's what I said. I feel like she started whooping him and she blacked out and forgot what she was doing and just kept hitting him.
yeah, and it could have, and it's crazy because she kept telling him to stand up, and you're mushing his head in the wall, and like this boy had lost so much blood trying to cover the wounds. He didn't even have enough blood circulating to his heart. He went to shock and literally died. Like he died
Right.
in front of you. Like, and then you start panicking.
Like, what would you
No,
think it was gonna happen if you'd been beating him for 3 hours?
something else happened. Like something else happened, and I'm
Yeah, that's what
scared.
I said. It can't be over. Can't be over no chores. It can't
I'm
be.
scared to know the truth because he's the same age you were when you got pregnant. Like, what was the real argument here? I know he's messing. I know he had like a few girlfriends, but like, what is the real argument here? Because it
R- r-
can't be true.
Remind me, have any of y'all talked to Khailil, the baby daddy? Remind me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the last time I talked to him was on Sunday. After that, we haven't heard from him or anything.
What did he say Sunday?
He was just telling me that she really did do this, and she did whoop him because of the chores, and he still said he still loved her and he's gonna try to get the kids back. And I was asking him about the camera. I'm like, if you feel like you wasn't a part of this and you don't have nothing to do with it or anything, you should be fine with giving me the login so I can see for myself what really happened. Like, if you know you didn't do nothing,
They
then
had a camera in the house?
yeah, they have cameras in the house.
And what did he say about giving you access to that? I'm assuming the police only have that right now.
Yeah, he didn't say no, but he was just like, oh, the police got it. Like, they have
Right.
everything. They have our phones and everything like that.
But here's the thing. If the police have reviewed, if they have cameras in there and they reviewed all this, if he really was, then yeah, they would. They're not going to let him go.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know, because she, when I talked to Denaya, she said that she was trying to get her, public defender to say something about the video and tell them to look at her phone. And she said that they were giving him a hard time too.
The public defender said she wanted her to get released. I played it. Talking about she don't have, and y'all telling me she got a record, and the public defender talking about, oh, she don't have no priors. She does have priors. Maybe she not for this type of stuff, but she has prior arrests. Y'all telling me. I don't know if she has convictions. That's a different story. But y'all are telling me she's been arrested a lot. Well, I really appreciate y'all. I don't know if this is gonna go. I may cover this again depending on what happens as evidence, and I definitely want to have
after I know she
y'all
took
back.
a lesser charge from murder 1 to murder 2. So we'll find out during trial what really happened, because I guess she wants to take it to trial. But we find out the 13th.
She's not gonna take a plea, from what y'all know.
She didn't go to her first court date, so
right. She didn't even want to show up in court. She didn't want to go. That's what was weird too. She didn't want to answer to the charges. Not even to say I'm innocent. She didn't even want to show up to say she was innocent.
And that's what we keep trying to tell her. If you're innocent, show up, talk, speak, do something, fight. You're not doing nothing.
Well, I appreciate y'all. If and Destiny has my contact information. She's been messaging me.
Yeah, I just added you.
Okay, perfect. As more of this comes out, I definitely want to do more of this and this type of conversation with y'all. I'm starting to gain even a higher reach on all of my platforms. So, especially for y'all, if y'all have some things to say that need to get out there that are not being told, or misinformation like tonight, I think there were several things got cleared up, because there were things that I was really confused about Khailil, the baby daddy, the child's father. People were asking me questions. I was like, I don't know what's going on with this situation.
Questions too. And instead of answering everybody like singly, I felt like we needed to come on here to answer all the questions anybody has right here.
Yes, definitely. And then like I said, as more of this comes to light, hopefully we can have you guys both still available to help us out, give us some more information, and keep this, because this is something that needs to be continually talked about for a while.
Yeah,
this is a very important subject.
And I want to say something too. I feel like when you in love, like deeply in love with somebody, like, and you can't control it, you'll do anything for them. And I don't want to say, but I feel like maybe they both did it, both attacked him, and realized what they did and felt like, okay, well, we did this, somebody got to go down. And then they took the fault. And now that she's seeing that Khailil not putting no money on her books, not contacting her, not really caring that she's in jail, now that's why she told me, they need to watch the cameras. Like, basically, she wanted to tell the truth.
because I still want to get a hold of the auntie. Like, I still never talked to her and heard her side from like living with Jameer.
Yeah.
She's the sister of the father,
She's
or is she
Danaya's
his
mom's.
Danaya's mom's sister?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
Danaya's auntie that was raising Jameer.
Okay. So she's like his great auntie. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all coming up and letting us know this. You know, very important. Please keep in touch with me. Let me know any new evidence or things that are coming out about the case, because I'll definitely revisit this multiple times. And then I'll just say, hey, we're going to revisit this tonight, create a little thumbnail or whatever, and then we'll go live and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Y'all have a good night, okay? I appreciate y'all.
You
You too.
too.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
All right.